Alright everybody, welcome back to Giving Chances Farm. Today we're just out here kind of taking a look at the beehives, making sure all the lids are still in place. We've had some high winds here lately and some storms rolling through, so we're just kind of taking an chance to walk back here and take a look at everything. And over here we're take a look at the hayfield while we're here. It's coming back in nice. Got quite a bit of red clover coming in. Let's see if I can get over here and get a good shot of it. Yeah, quite a bit of red clover coming in. It's coming in pretty thick too, so we like to see that. While we're back this way, we'll kind of show you a little bit of the pasture. Give me a second, I'll turn this camera around and we'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so out here walking through the pasture, kind of give you guys a little bit of a shot of the, this is our winter lot, that's why it's pretty short still. It's also used as our sacrifice lot, which we're doing right now because it's pretty dry around here. We're not really we're getting some showers, but it's like all at once. We're not really getting any over a small amount of more of the soaking rain. We're getting downpours. So all right, anyways, right here, this area here, we bale grazed over the winter, and you can see everything's breaking down and the grass is coming back in nice and thick, versus this one up here was one that we have recently grazed. So we'll kind of show you it kind of started out like this one right there. You can still see the hay coming out where they had done it. The one over there was before that. It's kind of the different stages here. And when I turn you around here, there's the bale feeder. It's just waiting to go in the storage till winter time. And this one here, you see how it kind of off to the side, you'll see how it kind of dies off. It turns to dirt, and then it'll start sprouting the green in the center of it. So we'll get everything. It's coming back slowly, but it is coming back, and that's without having to do all the work that I used to do with moving the leftover hay after we fed out the bales. Let's see, here's another one over here, and soil looks a lot better too. This one right here really looks nice. You can tell you're getting a lot better soil conditions than what we had. Like even just as simple as moving about 10 feet. And that'll kind of show you how dry this soil is in comparison. So definitely bale grazing works for us. The rotational grazing has worked great for us too. That section in the back where they used for a spoil pile, I had tried tilling that in. I had tried disking it up, tried planting radishes back there for them to try to break up some of that soil. It was hard clay that they had put out there for a spoil pile, and I couldn't even get weeds to grow in that area. There was just nothing growing. Let the cows back there to graze a couple of times, and this year I've got red clover and grass growing in that area. So stuff does work. So we'll take you up this way and kind of show you some of the animals tonight, and talk through a little bit about what we learned today when we went and picked up the paperwork for Cadillac, our buckling. So I'll walk up there to the barn and we'll talk you through that stuff. Alright, so we're back up here in the barn. This is Mr. Cadillac. He is our little buckling that we purchased. It's going to be used for breeding come fall. So we got the paperwork on him today, so everything there is squared away, and we'll get that transferred to us, and then everything will be ready to go when it comes to breeding season. So Mr. Cadillac there was born April 19th. So we are going to be feeding him until it's time to wean him, and then he'll be kind of on his own after that. We'll still be giving him feed and hay and those kind of things. But while we were down there, the girls got to get some questions answered since they're kind of new to showing goats. Show you hot chocolate here. So they have quite a few goats down there that they show. So they were able to basically have like a little mini show prep kind of day down there today. She walked them through setting up the dough, whether it's a dry dough or whether it's one in milk, and how you set the feet for that. And there's Miss Hot Chocolate, and there's our babies. So they were able to do that. They were able to walk some of her does down there, and then her kids were there too, walking some does with them and showing them how you position yourself when the judge comes through, and how to move in and out of the line when the judge asks you to do things. So pretty informative. The girls learned quite a bit. Let's see over here what we got. We have, there's Miss Sky, and there's Tulip. So basically Tulip and Hot Chocolate will be going to 4-H, and like I said, we were able to talk through exactly what we needed to do for 4-H and how I'm just gonna sit down. I'm kind of tired standing up, but so basically the girls were able to, she showed them how exactly where to position their body and how to hold the chain for the goats, and how to make that transition from one side of them to the other. And here, I'll hold on to the, sit them down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna set them down because I
So
like my face.
basically, when they come out of line, she showed them versus like a cow. When a cow's not setting up right, and you make a big circle and you come back into the line, she basically showed them in the goat side of it exactly how that transition happens, and you're still trying to keep your body on the opposite side of the goat as the judge is. And then she also took one of her smaller, the kids, and talked through the parts of the goat with the girls, letting them know that they'll need to know, you know, the different parts of the goat. Told us there's some flashcards that we can actually buy so the girls can actually kind of quiz each other on that. And then also she talked through them needing to know the different breeds of the dairy goats also. That way, if a judge, you know, if they have the dairy breeds out there
When they're doing showmanship.
for showmanship, and you know, judge happens to say, well, take your goat down there next to that Nubian. Well, you need to know what a Nubian looks like. That way you know where you're going. So talk through all of that stuff. Like I said, very, very informative. We've been very fortunate to have met the two that are helping us out. Any questions we have, they're all about answering them. Both of them are like, just send me a message anytime. Doesn't matter what time of day, just send it and I'll get to you as soon as I can and answer your questions. So they've both been very hands-on with us too, as far as inviting us to their both of the goat barns and getting our hands on things. To me, that means way more than any of the YouTube videos the girls have been watching and trying to get tips from and trying them out here in the barn. Because that's the other thing is, I mean, you got to try this stuff here, and it's only going to take repetition to get it kind of ingrained in here. So basically they did it a couple of times of each technique she was showing them today, but you know, basically we told the girls that, you know, this is homework also, because, you know, she's basically showing you the entry level and you need to work on that, and then once we get that, then we'll
Move to the next.
see what the next step is. So but we are looking forward to see where this takes us. I know that group shows about every weekend, so it may be something that, you know, if the girls get interested in it and they're enjoying it and they're having fun with it, they're learning, who knows where, you know, like right now we've got farmers markets every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, but if they get interested in this and they start showing interest in doing it, we may have to make decisions. You know, do we cut back on some of the markets once we've got customers established? You know, we can always do pre-orders and stuff like that, and we can sell during the week if we need to. If changes need to be made so that they can make a show here and there, or if they like it enough to show most weekends when I'm home, then and we can afford it and feasibly do it, that might be an option. Because
Well, they are their goats, so
Right.
if they want to show, then they may have to purchase with their money.
well, that's what I'm saying. But I mean,
But I mean, I know
all in all, I mean, we still are forking out.
shows do cost money, and the gas, and
Right.
depending
We're
on
still
where it's at,
paying
we
for
may
it.
have to stay in a hotel, so that
Right.
would be out of our pockets.
But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, they are showing quite a bit of interest into the goats and trying to learn about it. So I need to kind of nurture that and
Well,
help them as much as I can. And
That
I'm
may-
learning just as much, if not more, than they are, and having fun doing it. I mean, when hot chocolate was bred, that was the first time I had ever seen an ultrasound on an animal up close in person. So, I mean, I'd watched plenty of videos of animals being ultrasound, but not ever physically been there while they did it. So that's definitely something that was pretty neat to see, especially for Brittany and I. I think we kind of enjoyed it a little bit more than the kids did, just because of the fact of both of us having a medical background. So
I kind of got to see it upside down because I was the one holding the
Right,
monitor,
yeah.
but it was still pretty cool.
yep. So, but it's hot just sitting here.
I got
The
sweat.
humidity has got me sweating. I mean, it was
I think it was
I
like
think like 97 at one point
97,
today.
and it actually,
yeah.
temperature-wise, said it feels like above,
Yeah.
I think, 100.
So, but I hope you guys enjoy the videos. You're learning a little bit. I know some of these videos every day. You know, we're not exactly teaching things every day, but we are showing you about our life and what we do. So we hope you enjoy the videos. Don't forget to comment down below. If you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be notified of all of our upcoming videos, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.